Yeah, I should take a challenge to make the color more bright, more cleaner. Since beginning I use this kind of paper, toilet paper, because it's good to suck the waters and easy to clean up. And then this kind of paper, this kind of medical paper, I got from second store. But after I went to the medical clinic, I make sure this is the kind of paper for put on the bed, check bed, has a check bed, right? And yeah, and you can see the snow in the shadow is totally blue color, blue, total blue. Before my color was dirty, right? I then clean out to make it look like a pure blue. Yeah, but my instructor Qiu Xiemin told me you are not brave to use black, but I think so. So after I used them more black for my portrait, for my painting of the still life, I feel much better because it make good contrast, because light and shadow, black part, But even though I felt my snow painting isn't pure white like exactly snow, so he told me I should use totally white to painting on the to describe up snow. But I tried, but finally I don't think so. That's 100% guarantee correct. So I felt in the picture, right? You should think about that. You don't see anything. You draw something, right? Anything. You should take thinking, right? To make sure, right? Between the project, each project with the dark stir, you may see this dark, which is bright, right? And make sure, but you should make it like music, right? You don't make the things like da 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 da, not interest like in the mock hit the bell, right? Similar, yeah, but you should make it the music like Beethoven's music, like Tchaikovsky, da di da, high, way, right? And you have the top, point and the lower point, right? And so yeah, so recent I try to make it the detail, Right now I'm trying to make details, and on the snow ground, right? Yeah, but it's hard to paint in snow, but it's not challenge, right? I paint a lot, right? Because I'm living in Calgary, it's hard to get snow in Vancouver, Every time, Vancouver gets snow, right? And the citizen so exciting with snow, right? Even though my home country China, recent the most city gets snow, so people take photos and post there. I feel so happiness with that. But no, in Calgary, right, we are numb with snow, right? We got snow all the time, right? Even though some people hate snow, it's hard to go outside, and even though hard to walk and driving, right? Yeah, since beginning the huge snow a week ago, before Christmas, a day before, yeah, we got heavy snow, and maybe about the deep, right? About 20 to 30 cm. I'm sorry, I'm not good with the numbers, and yeah, and the car is hard to move even though, right? Yeah, but yeah, this time I'm living this area, right? I'm so happy with my situation right now. You know, I still lonely in the basement, but you know what? Yesterday before that, the young guy tried to into the basement because you know I can't describe him. He's unpolite, and rough young person. You know, he didn't have good relative with the upstairs, the half Indian guy. They had argument. I often heard that they hit something on the ground. So, and I think probably my landlord promised him to go down because they want to separate him with the half Indian guy, right? But you know, young people is too rough. They don't have good. Some people they don't have good education, even though they left the China for a long while. They grew up in the Canada. They joined they learn the West culture. They don't respect the senior people as well. You know, they don't care about the COVID-19. They don't wear the mask, even though, right? So I worry about him. I angry with him. I didn't give him a polite, you know, the sense, and he didn't come down in 2 days. Hope so he wouldn't. Yeah, I can still see isolation, quality, you know, and I worry he doesn't wear the mask and would carry the virus to infect to me, right? I'm not young, right? I'm going to touch the 60, you know. I'm looking younger. Do you think so? But in fact, I'm not. Yeah, you know, you felt the time going to very fast, year by year, right? And since beginning of 2020, since yesterday, but right now today is the last day of 2020. You know, tomorrow we get New Year's, right? And you become the 1 year older. You become older. Yeah, but sometimes I felt in the my teenager in the 20s since yesterday. Yeah, but right now I'm going to older, become the old man and less energy. I try to make more painting while I have still under power, right? But I think I plan to make some good painting with the major subject like history, like you know, humanity, you know, something, you know, in before I touch the 60, right? Because I always painting, you know, the like plein air, you know, that's not creative, right? It's kind of how to see that we call in Chinese we call the 习作, not creative project, right? Yeah, I'm good with the knowledge of history. Also, I have good hand. My hand not too bad to paint the release style because I have a lot of practice, right? Yeah, but you know the creative with the project of large painting is challenging. Even though you should finish should finish it in 1 year or 2 years. You know, like Mona Lisa, right? Leonardo da Vinci done in the past. You know, Leonardo da Vinci is more detailed, seriously painted, but isn't makes huge sense. Like some of the excellent painting in the past, like European ancestor artists or Russian art, the good master, you know, they making the huge sense, like fighting battle, you know, like Lebanon, like Vladimir Lebin is a very famous Russian artist. But in Canada, the local people don't know about Rybin. They know Tchaikovsky. Tchaikovsky is over the world trainer, right? Because the Russia, Soviet Union time, we had the Cold War with the Soviet Union, so we don't deliver the connect the culture very much, very deeply, like China. We do in the 50s. Right? We said a lot of the Chinese students study in the Soviet Union in the universities, even though this set a lot of the engineer expect to teaching in the different field in the China. Yeah, but in the Canada, we have good history of the European culture, but right now people don't join this old culture. They prefer the contemporary art as well, right? They don't paint the history painting. Very less people. They more think that like a kind of master style more interesting. They make the like kind of sense between the little basic of the releasing basic a little bit and with the abstract stock bright color, right? And I think Canada the art is basic from the modern real art, basic from Group 7, like from the 1920 to 1930s, like America, like Tom Thompson, yeah, a lot of the excellent artists. Their style more like a decoration kind of math style, right? And even though recent in the Canadian art community, right, like society, like art society, their juries don't use the old Canadian traditional method to measure the artist's painting, right? They prefer the contemporary art, like a method, right? But they choose the some of painting you don't feel good with them because you feel, oh, that's basically is bad, Yeah, but even though in the university, right, in Canada, right, they don't teach that very serious to teaching the series, the basic of the drawing painting, right? Their program kind of mix. They don't have the major program as traditional academic Western country have, right? Like oil department and the sculpture department and printing mark department, right? They mix visual, like a program art kind of stuff, Yeah, but recently some people, Canadian, went to a European country like Italy. But Italy, some in Italy they in the academy they don't teach the traditional drawing painting too, right? But some of the private academy still teaching, right? So I know that Canadian lady went to Italy, right, and studied there, and right now he's good instructor to teaching the sketch in the Vancouver. Yeah, he got a lot of the student. Yeah, but the Italian the sketch like we call sketch, but in Chinese we call 素描, but yeah, it's kind of drafting, right? And it's different with compare with the Russian kind of style, right? And Italian sketch more like focus the structure, the make pure cleaner, and Russian prefer to make the the color with black and white and green between the distance and with the project, right? And cleaner and uncleaner, like on the edge, right? You should hazy, and the center, right? Yeah, you should make it much